Let's do one more really cool, at least, I don't know, I think it's cool, dodge and burn technique, non-destructive. And that means not using the dodge and burn tools, but using layers and blending modes. We have a photograph here of the Step Pyramid in Egypt, and from what I understand about my history, which is sketchy, it's an older pyramid than the Great Pyramids, and really nice photograph, but the camera lens didn't really match the camera. I mean, you got a bayonet mount, you use it, right? But notice how it falls off up here. It's because of the lens. I would like to fix that. There is sky up there. I just can't see it right now. How about if I dodge that area out? Start by doing this. Let's set ourselves up. I want the color panel, the swatches panel, and the layers panel visible. So take a second to do that. If you don't know where these are, and you can't find them over here, go to the word window and find them. They'll be there. We need to create a new color. We're going to do this. Go into the color panel, and I want you to move the RGB sliders to 128, 128, 128. All three of them. Now, if you have trouble getting to the number because you've had too much caffeine, you can, of course, type the number into that window, but I want those perfect. 128, 120. You've got a neutral gray. Come into your swatches palette and click the new button. There you go. If you recall from the last segment, perfectly neutral 128 gray using the overlay blending mode has no impact on the image. Let's start by creating a new layer. We're not going to fill that layer with anything. We're going to use the gray in a gradient. What I want you to do is make sure that your color is right here, the new one we just made, and white is down here. Probably will be that way anyway because we just created the color. But make sure you've got that color and white here. Pick up the gradient tool. We have a blank layer. Remember, there is nothing in it right now. I want you to change the blending mode to overlay. Of course, won't do anything yet. Start right about here. Hold down the Shift key. That'll help you stay perfectly straight, and drag up to about here. Notice what happened? It began getting a little bit lighter. Now, if I turn off the background for a second, you can see what's going on. This does not change the image. As it gets here and goes up, it changes the image. So in a sense, we have made it a little bit lighter. Now here's the trick. Make a copy of that layer. Control J. You don't like it yet? Make another copy of that layer. Control J. All of a sudden, you've got not too bad of an image. And if you really do like it, but maybe it's a little bit lighter than what you want, change the opacity of maybe just the top one, just a little bit. Darken it up just enough to make it look more natural. So one more way to use dodge and burn using an overlay blending mode, but this time with the gradient tool and multiple layers.